Hello, welcome finally to a new modern video. So it's time to start learning modern, the new modern after Modern Horizons 3, and this is one of the new and coolest decks. Ruby Storm, I know it's everywhere, it's amazing, and I love Storm. I have played Storm in Modern, I have played Storm Legacy in Vintage, and I love it so much. It was one of my first decks in Modern before Gitaxian Pro was banned, and I'm super excited to play this. So this is basically a mono red cell, thanks to the power of Ruby Medallion. This is the new card. Well, this is a new card to modern because it's a reprint, of course. As you all know this. You have seen videos by all all the cool streamers. So I'm not going to go too long into it, but Ruby Medallion is going to be our Baral, our Goblin Electromancer of sorts. And what we have. Why do we only need red? Well, because the issue there's when you're comboing with a storm, this is like when we play cube, right? You need two things: mana and cards. Traditionally, you use it red for mana, right? Pyretic Ritual and Desperate Ritual. Those are the easy ones. They have been there forever in Modern and Singing Song or what have you. And then you use the blue cards for the draw spells, cantrips or like Treasure Cruise, whatever, right? And now we have Reckless Impulse and Wrenn's Resolve, and even Glimpse the Impossible, which are effects that let us draw extra cards, basically. Also, this one, in case you can cast it on turn 3 or turn 2, create and use it as a pseudo ritual because you can create Eldrazi spells, Eldrazi spawns with them. Aside from that, there's another new card that's also mono red, that's Royal Monsoon Mage. This is a 2 mana 1/3. It's a Baral, so you have Baral and Ruby Medallion, right? That's the idea. So instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell during your turn, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Ral deals 1 damage to you. If you win the flip, you may exile Ral. If you do, return him to the battlefield, transform under his owner's control. So 50-50 chance to flip it, and then it's a planeswalker that says ETB with an additional loyalty counter on him for each instant sorcery spell you've cast this turn. +1 until your next turn instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. -2 deals 2 damage. Divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets, and you draw a card if you control a blue permanent other than Royal. All the new planeswalkers that are like this, Sorin, Ajani, they have this kind of text, right? If you control another permanent of the flip color, because this is red on the front side and then it's blue red on the back side. Well, whatever. And then -8, aside the top 8 cards of your library, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from among them this turn without paying their mana cost. So how this really works, the right idea is it's going to enter with 1 loyalty counter extra for each spell, right? So what you do is you cast a spell, and in response to the trigger of flipping, right, you can let the coin flip resolve, I believe, because you get a reflexive trigger when you win the flip that will when you win the coin flip that will transform Ral. In response of the transform, you keep casting spells, taking advantage of the reduction spell. Then you need 6 spells. It's you go -8, exile the top 8 cards, and you should win with 8 new cards. And the last, well, of course, Past in Flames, which has been a staple of Storm decks forever, and then Wish to get a start for your cyborg and get out of sticky situations. That's the main deck, that's mono red. Then we have Sacred Foundry and Elegant Parlor, because in the cyborg, of course, a Manamorphose, which is a card that is always there. Whenever there's a problematic deck in Modern, Storm, Phoenix, Mono Red, Prowess, and now Mono Red Storm, there's Manamorphose in there. This guy is amazing. I love it so much. So you use Wish to get the stuff in your cyborg, like Static Prison, which is a catch all removal, another Past in Flames, empty Warrens, Alchemist Gambit as an extra turn. That combos with Galvanic Relay mainly, right? Because Galvanic Relay lets you draw a bunch of cards for next turn, then you play an extra turn and you go from there. Grapeshot as another win condition. Actually, I don't think we have a Grapeshot in the main. We do not have a Grapeshot in the main, correct? And then we have Blade, Titan of Fire's Fury, which I assume this is just as a plan B, and we are supposed to cyborg it in versus hate. But I have no idea actually. And the last card I have mentioned, Strike It Rich, which is basically a Lotus Petal, but with a flashback, you can get extra mana and you can get like 2 Lotus Petal on one. And it's not a Lotus Petal in the sense that it's not plus mana, it's only mana neutral, but you can store your mana and I mean, it's a great card. Yeah, that's it. That's the deck. Let's play it. I'm super excited. I haven't played Storm in a long time, so let's see how we do. Okay, let's go. Yes, reveal our Jegantha. So funny to me that we're playing Jegantha. And I mean, this has to be a very keepable hand, right? We have the Medallion, which is like the most important card to end with the Royal. And then mana and cards. We have too many cards and not enough mana. But it's amazing how the Medallion stacks, right? Like when you have played the Storm decks, you know this, but taking one colorless mana off of all your spells stacks insanely well. Insanely well. And the other way around, for example, when you're facing a Talia, right? You're like, oh, I want to do this and that, and suddenly you cannot do any of that because Talia is stopping you forever. So there are other versions of the deck that you may have seen that play another new card that's a talisman that lets you play cards from the top of your deck. And if you mill, this could be an issue in the sense that surgical extraction on Whiz will kill us. But filling our graveyard is usually a good thing for us. I'm just going for it, right? Yeah. Uh, uh, uh. So let's go. Since we only need red mana, let's go full on. 3 mana, play this, get 4 get 6 mana, get a million mana, glimpse for 2. Okay, play another medallion. Not now, not yet. When we need it, we will play when we need it. Another resolve. We're just like 1 mana draw 2. It's quite a powerful effect. Okay, Pyretic Ritual, and then with these passing flames, we should have more than enough. Let me tell you, we have 6 medallion before passing flames and before whiz. Sounds like a great idea. I'm going to I want to whiz and then Casting Flames just in case our opponent may have let's say they may have a surgical extraction. This way we're playing around it. We're generating an insane amount of mana and cards, and we are just drawing our whole deck. Yeah, Eclipse the Impossible only costs 1 mana now. It's 1 mana draw 3 basically. Desperate Ritual, Reckless Impulse. This is so weird. It feels like I can play the Royal now. Let's do it. Because I have played a million spells. Yeah, so at some point we get to 19, 20 spells. We play Whiz, get Grapeshot and Grapeshot. Okay, versus Mill. Um, Flayed. This is totally interesting because they will mill it and put it into our graveyard. So I will try it. I don't think the issue with Flayed is way too fair, I think, for them versus them. But let's try. mtgo warrants could be fine. So I want to bring in at least one win condition, either empty or Grapeshot. I think it's going to be empty because I don't want them surgically in my whiz and that being game over. Okay, we bring in 4 cards. That seems like enough. Remember, we always have access to our sideboard thanks to whiz, so it makes no sense to over sideboard. And we are going to take. You always take one of these, one of that. So 1 strike it reads, 1 glimpse. I'm going to take out the Valakut because I don't really like it. It's a land, but and 1 Wren's Resolve, for example, or Reckless Impulse. Yeah. Yes, you know. One of each. One of each. Jeganthas to here. Well, these hands are hard to keep. This deck. That was extremely easy. Like versus the wall, you're always winning the game. Without the passing flames because we don't want it this early. And just start going to town with the medallions. Okay, roll 2. And Desperate Ritual on top. Perfect. Technically, you can combo on turn 2. So you go turn 2 Ritual, then play a Medallion or a Roll. And with that, you generate extra mana, and you get more rituals, and you keep going. That was harder to do before because you needed a Manamorphose because your mana reduction spells were blue, so you needed to go through one of them. In the medallion first of all, because they are a blue-black deck, it's harder for them to interact with an artifact than with the Roal. And second, because the medallion makes the Roal cheaper. So that's cool. Oh, we drew a Past in Flames because they milled us. Yeah, of course, they milled us. I forgot that. I mean, having a Past in Flames in hand versus mill is quite nice. The thing is, they will mill one at some point, so it's not that necessary. Oh, we found a Flayed. Don't feel ruin me. They're going to feel ruin us. We play like 6 mountains. What we don't play is enough red, enough white. Bring back Flayed. Okay, it would be so nice to draw oh, a ritual. We're just winning with a ritual. We may be just winning with Manamorphose. They may have what can they have? They can have a force of negation. We're going to add a white just in case we could find a way of casting the Phlage from the graveyard. Okay, with the Foothills. That's neat. I'm going to just cast Medallion and Roll. Hope that's enough. For next turn, basically. Because this will make my Past in Flames into a 1 mana spell. And that should be enough. Even if Ral dies here, that's fine. Okay, they took out our Whiz. Yeah, that was something that could happen, but we're still fine. Still fine. We just need to find the one of mtgo warrants and make a million tokens. So we need to kill on one turn with the mtgo warrants. I hope that's enough. Basically. Let's see what they do. The deck feels powerful, feels very redundant. It feels like we have a lot of redundancy built in. Okay, Ral. If Ral flips, kind of sucks. You lost the flip. Perfect. If this resolves, we basically win the game. If this doesn't resolve, it's going to be a bit harder. If it goes to the graveyard, running the lock, that's not a bit harder. Still want to play the one in my hand. The main issue with this is we are giving them, since we hadn't fetched before with the Wooded, they have a spot to surgical our Past in Flames, and that would be annoying. 50-50 for all to flip, and again, we would like it not to flip. Opponent probably deciding whether they want to do something with the Past. They have a regular counter. We want the flip. I don't have to flip it, right? It's a May. You may side it. Okay. No, I don't want to side it. I want to resolve my Past in Flames. Let me read the backside. It only counts your instant sorceries. Okay, taking out Flates. That's fine. I don't really care about that one. I mean, it's our plan B, but our plan A is still finding a gigantic empty warrants. Hopefully, we don't have to draw our whole deck to find empty warrants. Because, well, that would be annoying. Also, Ral will win the game for us. Ritual. Waste deal. Heads. want to flip it. Next turn we can now with the next ritual we can flip it if we want. So let me try. So I will say yes, but now I get to, oh no, it flipped right away. Oh shit! I thought I had a trigger there. Yeah, that was a mistake. Ritual. Display. I'm going to play all the rituals in my graveyard. Now start drawing extra cards. I can play another roll. Sure. Plus one. Impulse. Let's see if this roll flips. Yes, it did. I would like to play it. Would like to do -8, which is scary because I mean we are playing against a mill deck after all, but just need empty. There it is. Okay, so now we go ritual, medallion. We have 5 cards left only, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. I'm going to let me do one thing. I'm going to play the Ral. Okay. So now I want to play random stuff, so I get to flip this Ral and kill the Hedron crab. That's my plan basically. Souls. You want the flip? I want to flip it. Yes. I want to keep this one, and I want to deal that results too. I want to deal 2 damage to this. So they need a spell, not only a land, to kill us. And I'm going to empty the Warrens and hope it's enough. But with here we had the Whiz in our deck, it would be impossible to lose. But they could extract it. Maybe I should have brought in empty and Grapeshot. Forget about the Whiz, basically. If we lose this game because they kill us or they have a sweeper, I will keep that in mind and do it. Yep, passing the turn here. With a lot of tokens. Still to me that this is 38 tokens rather than 40. Maybe I should have played one extra spell. 3 mana, Tassa's Hidden Slaughter will die. Okay, yeah, so gonna bring in the Grapeshot too. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's bring in the Grapeshot and let's take out one of the Wishes actually. And let's go like this. Yeah, empty was a mistake, probably. Okay, let's try again. Yep, nice hand. Not going to fetch yet. Try not to enable Mindbreak Trap, I guess. If I can avoid it. Okay, there's the grab. So if we had some sort of draw spell, we could go for it right now. Like Ritual, Medallion, Ritual, Passing Flames, Ritual, draw. Archive Trap, there it is. I mean, actually, so the first Archive Trap helps us. Because now we have more mana, more stuff in our graveyard to play with Passing Flames. So that's kind of funny. There's a Phlage in our graveyard too. Okay. I don't know if I want to go for it next turn. If they tap out, if they do not tap out, I may go for it. If they tap out, I don't think so. If they don't tap out and they have counter spell up, probably the lock mana, I will not go for it. We'll just play a medallion and say go. Wooded is nice. So let's play a medallion. And I'm going to cast the Striking Rage from the graveyard. Just to get more mana for next turn. The issue is we really need to resolve Casting Flames for this to work. But Casting Flames likely has flashback, so unless they have Force of Negation, which they could, we'll get the opportunity to play. You can always do the cool trick of putting something on the stack in response to with like Passing Flames, and you go fetch with fetch on the stack, counter Passing Flames, fetch still on the stack, Passing Flames in the graveyard, so you surgical strategy on the Passing Flames before your opponent gets back priority to cast the retro. Okay, I'm going for it now. Or I'm going to try to go for it. They're going to extirpate my Passing Flames. Shoot, that's a problem. It's a big problem, actually. Without Passing Flames, it's not easy to win. At all. Like, we're going to have a hard time winning. Imagine that's like this deck having a dubious matchup here, right? So I imagine you can exile Nadus and those kind of things and win. If this resolves, which I do not expect it to. Okay. Counter. We have one Elegant Parlor in the graveyard. Why are we not playing a second Sacred Foundry if Phlage is a real plan post cyborg? Not sure about that. Okay, we need to find a Whiz, or we're going to die. If we do find a Whiz, should be enough to win. Okay, let's go for it. Reckless. We found Manamorphose, that's not bad. We can add white red and play another Phlage. Mountain, Wooded, Mountain, Scalding. Oh, the other parlor is in the graveyard, so that's going to be annoying. But we still have 2 more Manamorphose and 1 Strike It Reach, so we can use that. Opponent running a little low on cards. They only have 1 card left in hand, but it's not going to be easy to win. Well, that Fear win is going to make it almost impossible to win. Let's see what we have left. We have Glimpse, Manamorphose. This is our whole deck. Ral, Glimpse, Manamorphose. Yeah, we cannot win. We cannot win. We took out 1 Whiz and we got punished for it. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying that we depend on 1 card and they can completely extract it, as is the Whiz. So maybe I just sideboarded incorrectly on game 2. Game 2, had I brought in the Manamorphoses, I think we could have won. So that's on me. I'm pretty sure playing the first Strike It Reach is correct. Just focusing on the mana. You don't really have an... We don't seem to have an issue with Storm Count. When you go off, you really go off. Especially with cards like Ral. Ether Vial. Blue-red Ether Vial. Okay, interesting. Ritual is nice. So, Medallion. Now we have access to a lot of mana. What is this? Spirebluff. Is it Merfolk with red for something? Okay, it is Merfolk. Yeah. Now we have an island, which is completely useless in our deck. The good thing with Merfolk is they're not very good at countering, at dealing with Ral or the Medallion once they are in play. I'm just going for it now. Oh, sorry. So what we're going to do is play the ritual. Heads. Sacred Reach from the graveyard. Don't want to flip it. Now I will Wrenn's Resolve and responding to it. Ah, sorry, I cannot respond to it because I said always here. No, I don't want to use that. Okay, found another roll and found a Manamorphose. So now I will do the responding to ability thing because I'm starting to want to flip it. Okay. This should be enough. Red and red. Red. Lost. It's an issue. Red. Red. Okay. I mean, should find a way to flip this roll eventually. Flip. Yes. And now we have 8. So we were missing one spell. Huh, I miscounted. -8, and now that's trivial to win from here. Play this. Cast without. I'm going to cast all the ones I can cast without paying mana cost. And then I will go for the ones I have to pay. We can literally draw our whole deck. We want to. It's not going to be even hard. So the game 1 is pretty insane. It's the games 2s and 3s that are a bit more annoying. So let's bring in empty. Expect them to just have like Chalice of the Void and some form of different counter magics. So something like Galvanic Relay and mtgo. Like just mtgo Warren should be fine. But I don't want to rely on Whiz because if I have to resolve one Whiz and they force on negation it, that's going to be annoying. So let's take this out and let's take one Wrenn's Resolve out. Let's try like this. I want to do minimal sideboarding in this matchup. Phlage also acts as a removal for annoying creature. That's interesting. Okay. This is a hand. We are missing one of the 8 barrels. Okay, going to get Elegant Parlor here. Surveillance are good. Do I want us? Sure. Finding extra lands is fine. It's actually quite nice that we can just use our draw spells, right? When we need them. That's annoying. I did fetch way too hastily there, I think. Why do they play red? I'm trying to think what does the red bring to the table. Wow, for some negation. I mean, really happy for that. More either vials, that's not very scary. Okay, let's play the impulse again. They can counter it if they want. I'm still fine. Continue with Force Negation sucks because it makes my passing flames worse, but aside from that. Flare of Denial, wow. They really don't want to let us draw extra cards, do they? You can resolve all of those. You want them to. Okay, they have 2 for 1 themselves quite a bit. Do they have a Tisana's Tiebinder? Let's find out. If they don't, we are quite happy. Oh, there's the. What? Wow! Wow! That really got me. Okay, so that was a cool play, but since Ruby Medallion is colorless, I think we're doing more than fine here. So first of all, get our mana. We have access to 6 mana. Let me see. We have a Wrenn's Resolve, we have a Alchemist Gambit, we have a Grapeshot. I'm just going through Busting Flames. Just mana, draw 2. Sacred Reach is nice. 8. We still cannot. We don't have enough mana to Grapeshot, I don't think. I'm taking a Wren's Resolve from my sideboard. This would be better than have 4 mana. By Grapeshot I have 3 mana. This costs 2 mana to cast. That's not enough, so let's draw extra cards with Wren's Resolve. Okay, let's draw more cards. We need a okay, let's ritual first. Now let's draw. Manamorphose. It says your deck is all draw spells and mana, so whenever you draw extra cards, it's very easy to find them. I think I messed up here. Huh. I'm missing 1 mana now. Missing 1 mana now. Okay, it's fine. We are going to Grapeshot. And next turn we win the game. Deal 1 and 2 here. And the rest of the face. This could have been played a little bit more cleaner. But still fine. They have nothing going on. Next turn we will win. And that could have been cleaner. Okay, round 3. Let's try to play a little bit more focused, because the games like the last one where we ultimately won, but we didn't win in the most efficient manner, those are the games that separate the true Storm Masters from me. So yeah, let's try to play it a bit better. So we have a Royal now rather than a Medallion, and you will see me cast Medallion without hesitation. But Royal sometimes like dies to removal, so you should be more cautious about it. That said, this Verdant Catacombs makes me think of Yawmoth, and Yawmoth is not known for its removal suit, so I'm going to play Royal, and I'm ready to get it killed. Yeah, smells like Yawmoth. We'll see. Will I flip Royal next turn if I have the option? I don't think so. I just don't think it's worth it to flip it. Oh, okay. Okay. So, could still be Yawmoth. Let's play the Impulse first, and we'll see if it's going to get us anywhere we want to be. And try to combo from there. Yeah, that's not doing it. I'm going to play the Wooded and play the Sacred Ritual from the graveyard. Next turn we can try to go for it. No, I don't want to flip. Next turn we are going to have a lot of mana. Only one draw spell, but Manamorphose draws and adds mana, and from our graveyard after the Past in Flames it will do the same, so it's not a bad choice. If they have a Grease here and kill my Roal, that's annoying, but they could have done that if I flipped it. I assume versus other decks that are more removal based, flipping Roal as soon as possible is not a bad choice. Most certainly. Okay, they chose not to kill Roal. That's probably a mistake. That has to be a mistake. Okay. Let's go. So we want to start flipping Roal when we have casted six spells, right? Okay, do they have something here? Swamp. Oh, Bowmans. Okay, luckily Manamorphose is the only card in our deck that actually draws cards. The rest is just exiling from the top, so that's fine. What's the flip? Yep. Red and red. Okay. I just need to find a ritual. The moment we get a ritual, I will be extremely happy. Okay. Ritual. Found a medallion. Let me see the Whiz cyborg. This is not a terrible spot to Grapeshot their board. I just will lose the Passing Flames. I don't want that. So I'm going to go with the... Should probably play Medallion first, because in the long run it's more mana. So Medallion, Glimpse. Still don't want to... Well, don't want to and can't flip the Roal. Okay, found a ritual and that should be more than enough. Let's lost the flip again. Okay, now with Passing Flames costing only 2, we can just do the whole thing. And now the moment we flip Roal, that will work too. Pyretic Ritual. Heads. Want the flip, okay. Yes, I will want to flip it. Sadly, -8. And that's game. I'm pretty sure it's possible not to win from here. Cast. Cast without paying mana cost. Cast. Cast without paying mana cost. It's just about casting all the spells. Yeah. At some point we'll get the Grapeshot and we win. Our game ones have been so impressive. When you have a deck that has is such an unstoppable force, like people can bring in removal spells and whatnot. I'm going to bring in Phlage because it's a 3 mana lightning helix, and I like that idea. Let's take out one of each, as we have done before. Okay, game 2. So the issue right now with Modern being such the wild format it is, right? Like this is the jungle. The issue with the jungle is that you don't know what's coming your way. So we don't know what sideboard to expect from our opponent. We don't know what they're going to do to us. So it's really hard to sidestep those things. Should I be bringing, for example, versus this deck that is clearly a creature deck? Should I be bringing this? Maybe. This I will bring versus like the mirror or what have you, or cascade decks if that's a thing. But maybe this is just a catch-all removal spell. But what hate are we expecting from them? I don't know. So since I don't know, it's really hard to prepare. I'd rather have those as a flexible answer in my graveyard, in my sideboard, to get with Whiz. Wow, perfect. For example, one thing that they could bring is just like reclamation sites or ways to interact with our medallions. Those are annoying, but those tend to condense the game. Those kind of effects that are removals rather and interaction rather than hate pieces is where Phlage should shine, because you're playing a mid-range deck at that point, and mid-range is Phlage's territory, and the Titans in general. The issue here is they are also a combo deck. So if we don't do enough, fast enough, we shall die. But eventually we'll find a way to win if we are given enough time. But with pressure, such as the one provided by the combo of Jaumoth, we could die. Damping Sphere. That is totally annoying. Annoying. Like very, very annoying. Let's play this little fella. Kill the water roots, stand their mana development, and win a fair game. As we have mentioned. Elegant Parlor. I'm going to put almost everything into my graveyard. A Whiz I could keep. Now that we know they have like actual hate pieces, it's time to consider bringing in the the removals for them. That's how it works, right? Whew. Okay, let's draw. We right now they don't have much pressure, so what we want to do mainly is hit our land drops. Yeah, not really. Good. The thing is, with Soulless Jailer, I cannot do it. I can cast non-creature spells from graveyard or exile. So that means if I cast Phlage, it doesn't work, right? I can just get Gigantha and go Giganthing Water Roots. Okay. Now cast that because of Soulless Jailer. Yeah, going to get Gigantha. Win with a 5/5. It will be the biggest thing on the board. So non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. We will need to kill that thing sooner or later. Another Phlage will do a great deal. Actually, if we glimpse the impossible into Phlage, we could cast it. That's most interesting. For Colin, that's annoying. Because now they unlock the Jaumoth and they can do whatever they want. So let's glimpse. Try to find a Phlage. Oh, Soulless Jelly is an 04. Sorry, I thought it was an 03. In that case, not going to be easy. We might roll the Arena of Glory. I'm going to try to cast Phlage from the graveyard, see what happens. Because I have legit no idea what will happen if I attempt to cast Phlage from the graveyard. I'm actually going to try to cast it using Arena of Glory's mana. Because if it works, I can kill the Soulless Jailer. That would be pretty neat. Not anymore. I have a Soul Cauldron. What a Magic the Gathering card. We're going to be allowed to play the Phlage? Huh. We're going to try, at least. Oh, oh shit. Thumping Spear prevents that from working. So interesting. Okay, let's see what happens if I do this. Just to find out. This, this, this. Uh, it cannot enter, right? Like, will it get a sile or something? Oh, it works. Why? Why does it work? Somebody's playing to me like I'm 5 or something. So that worked. Now we have a Titan in play, that's something. Arena Glory not working because of Damping Sphere. Quite annoying because had we been able to play it and attack right away with Soulless Jailer, kill the Soulless Jailer, that could have worked. Okay. They killed their Soulless Jailer. They're going for the combo right away. Interesting, interesting. I will let them do their doing. Okay, Thrillapod Cutthroat will kill us, and that's enough. Let's bring in some amount of removal. Still think Flights will be fine, but some static prison. Taking out a ritual, a Manamorphose. Manamorphose seems very bad versus Orcus Bowmaster. Something like that. That's not great. It's not amazing to take those out, but still fine. Jegantha. Okay, I mean, this is a very fair hand, which doesn't necessarily make it bad. I really love decks that have this high of a win percentage game one because you just really need to learn how to navigate through hate and how to cyber properly, and then you may have a great edge, depending on how good the deck actually is or how hateable it actually is. Because like when you're playing dreads, right, or those kind of thing of decks, those are more hateable than others. But when you are playing this is not that much. And yeah, they played the Dumping Spear and that was annoying, but not unbeatable. I put down the Reckless Impulse because I want to search for a medallion to go faster. Also, they don't seem to be selling our graveyard. And when our graveyard is a resource, we're happy to have it there. They should take the Static Prison, most probably. No, they took our card draw. That's totally fine. So, now they know what we do. Scalding Tarn, I'm going to search for another Elegant Parlor. Elegant Parlor is quite powerful. So We just want to put the stuff into our graveyard to enable Flates. That's another thing to keep in mind. So Elegant Parlor bottom, basically anything that's not a medallion, I think. Yeah, bottom a land. We will eventually need a land. Okay. Foundry, Flates, kill the Young Wolf. I think there's value on killing the Young Wolf. One of the issues with static prison as a removal is that you only get 2 turns of uh, reprise or stuff. Like time. You kill the thing, but then you don't get that much time. I'm going to cast Flates next turn. Turn 4 Flates on the play. That sounds like a great start. Red white mid range, huh? I love playing that way actually. So okay, fetch. They may have a way to kill it, but we are taking the Young Wolf with us. Right now, our hand is removals and recursive threat in the form of Phlage. It's most interesting, I would say. That's totally Boros mid range. Big Boros! Big Boros. Okay, your go, opponent. Didn't do much there, huh? They have a Jamoth in hand. That was a reason maybe why they didn't play it before. Okay, there's the Jamoth. I'm going to static prison the Jamoth away. Oof, I'm lagging. Always lagging. Okay, let me exile your Jamoth. And I think I'm just taking Jegantha into my hand. I'm casting it next turn. Yeah, I mean, Proxad discards cards, Uro draws them, but Phlage kills creatures. That's most impressive. And gains you life and stabilize you, which is amazing. Okay. I will pay the energy to keep Jamoth away. Oh, okay. You want me to pay? I assume I will. I will pay. They don't know we have the second one. Going face with the trigger. They have to block. They will presumably block with Hybrid Might and kill the static prison. I don't want them to untap with Jamoth. So I'm going to glimpse to go deeper into the deck. No, I'm going to strike it rich. Get more mana. Because at some point, the issue now is we are winning the mid range battle, but at some point we may have to combo if they find an answer to Phlage or whatever. Well, that happens, we will do that. Our hand is not a great combo hand, but we'll get there. So plan B for Storm decks is always tricky. It used to be Delver and Monastery Mentors and just anti-hate cards like a bunch of bounce spells. You have different options, different approaches. I like having a plan B rather than trying to only fight the hate because Some hate that you cannot really stop. Sometimes Marionette Apprentice. Cool. Sometimes if they just play Rest in Peace, for example, just the trigger, it gets too many cards, and then you try to, even though you kill it, it may not be enough, so on and so forth. A land wouldn't be bad. I don't want to use my. I would use my treasures if I have to. I don't really want to use my treasures. Kill the Marionette Apprentice. Gain 3 more life. Oh, hey, if you can cast a Lightning Helix every turn of the game. There was. What was the name? I don't remember. I remember there was an expansion, like back in the day, and they printed some spells that were basically there were creatures that were a spell on a stick. So basically, they allowed you to play the things to cast. Okay, we won the match. Awesome. I don't not remember the name, but they were like, I don't know, activate for X mana, tap, cast lightning bolt. I don't remember, but that's what we're doing, right? We're casting lightning in this. Well, welcome to a new cube video where we are facing some roll, as we always do. Um, sure, fine. What is Sam playing? Oh, Sid. Okay, so yeah. So Sam is preparing for the PT, and he should totally not be playing on his main account. Ah, Sid. It sucks. Sucks. Let's go for the last round. Okay. Jegantha. Okay, Mulligan. Sure, why not? Put a land to the bottom. And strike it right. Are we playing the mirror? Oh, well, Ruby Medallion is a way of winning the mirror. Nearly Medallion, I mean. The mirror is just a race. The thing is, are we going to go off on turn 2? We could. With this hand, we could totally do it. Let me see what we draw. Roll. Could totally go Medallion. Like Ritual, Medallion. No, even better. Medallion, Ritual. Depends on the glimpse way too much, right? But they can just kill us on the. Let's try to do it. Let's try to do it. So Medallion, Ritual. Can I get a roll into the mix? Yes. Just because the 1 mana roll cost, it will take it back. It will give it back from the glimpse. So come on, glimpse. We found a whiz. In whiz, costs 1 mana. We have 2 mana left. I don't want to flip right now. What am I getting? Not empty. I don't think empty is worth. It could be relay. It has to. It has to be relay. The fact that you cast it like right away doesn't sit well with me. So have a striker reach first, right? Okay, nothing else to do. And next turn we have Ritual, Manamorphosis, and a bunch of striker reach. So Let's see if they kill us now. I think you are just like, we're going to die now. So what was the point of not going for it, right? The issue is the moment you have to go through Galvanic Relay, kind of sucks. Okay, so they have a lot more mana, and they have a lot more cards than we did. That can be an issue. Okay, they didn't find more cards, so maybe. The thing is, oh shit, another glimpse. It's going to be rough. They found Valakut Awakening, but they only have one card left in hand. Oh, they're drawing very badly. So are we, though. So have we. Past in Flames, yeah, this is very clearly GG. They have to get so unlucky for this to not be GG. I don't think it's possible. I truly do not think it's possible that we can win from here. Well, if they keep funding only mana, they have another glimpse. They can flip roll with all the mana. It doesn't matter. It's impossible to win. Yeah, with the roll they just win. In -8 and this. So we did correctly trying to go off on turn 2. We just couldn't get there. They're playing Questing Druid. I don't quite like it. I don't think it's necessary, right? With the 8 ones you already have. I mean, it's a plan B. You're getting into play. Let's see. So the only game one we have lost is to a mirror. That tracks. That tracks. At some point they will -8 in the roll, right? Also, we get to see a bit more of the decklist because there's no way to, like, decks are not streamlined yet, so people play different lists. We have seen question lists, for example, right? So it's always nice to see what your opponent is up to before conceding. If they somehow don't kill us, it will be so extremely funny. I do not think it's possible for us to not die here, but I'm very willing to find out. I can just close this, right? Valakut Awakening. Why are you not -8? Like, rallies draw 8 cards. Why would you not want to draw 8? Sure, Manamorphose all you want. Eventually, we will. The issue is that even if we don't die, how are we winning? Oh, they found a wish finally. Yep, finally. The mirror, I'm pretty sure there's 0 sideboarding need for the mirror because we have nothing going on. Okay, I'm going to spare you having to choose it. Do we have anything relevant for the mirror? Like, I could bring in the static prisons. The Orim chants. Oof, those are good. Those are very good. Once resolve. I'm going to take out. Yeah, just no, a Sacred Ritual. Sorry. Okay, let's try again. Okay, we're on the play, which seems of utmost importance. Poker. This is a full house, right? Yeah, Medallion, Wrenn Resolve, and hoping. I cannot afford that Past in Flames. I would have been a rate 7, but yep, no can do. I think you just have the deck just combos on turn 3 all the time, which is impressive, I must say. But makes sense. You are playing 1 mana divinations and uh, a lot of mana, so you get there all the time basically. You see, like next turn we have that ritual, pot of grid, something of sorts. You don't know what pot of grid is? Well, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it's a card that says draw 2 cards. Opponent kept whatever they drew, kept on top. Exposing the medallion has its risks. They're going for it, just like we tried to do last game. Okay. Are we dying on turn 2? Wow. We could die on turn 2. I don't think it's reasonable to try to combo on your turn 2 on the play, because your opponent is supposed to kill you on turn 3 anyway. So you just try to get the turn 3 kill, guaranteed. This is what happened last game. We tried to get the turn 2 kill because our opponent is going to kill us on turn 3, most certainly. But now it's not certain that our opponent will kill us on turn 2. It's not easy to do. You can do it, but it's not easy. Ooh, Whiz. What can you wish for with 1 mana floating? We'll find out. So Whiz just says you may play a card you own from outside the game right away. It doesn't say put it into your hand or anything, right? Okay, Reckless Impulse, more drawing. They are having a hell of a turn. Okay, are they flip? They are trying to flip Rad. Ooh, Passing Flames could be an issue, but they need 1 more ritual for that to work. Or flipping the Ral. I don't know if flipping the Ral would work. Okay, I think the turn is done. This is more or less what happened to us last game, right? But they have a. That was a hell of a turn. And now we just go for it ourselves. So funny. Wow. Okay. Well, stop finding all the lands in the world, please. I do not want to cast the medallion. I think I want to cast the Ral. I will strike it rich. With the trigger on the stack, I will Manamorphose. Because I have cast 6 instants of sorceries. And with this Manamorphose, it will be 8. So if I manage to flip Ral right away, that should do it. Okay. That's 6 spells, 6 instant sorceries. So flipping Ral now, we have like I don't know, is it a 25% chance to do it? 100%? Yes. So it should come in with 8 counters, right? With 10. I don't know how to count. Okay, it says I casted. But now we should win. Basically, the idea is we should easily win from here. I mean, they should concede. We didn't concede to them, so they don't have to. They should concede. Wow. Well, this is enough, though. But that wasn't great. Right. Valakut Awakening, not so good because you end up with all the cards in your exile pile, not in your hand. So it's not actual divinations, right? Which is good versus Bowmasters and what have you, but. Oh, should have played the Medallion there, technically. Let's do it now. Well, oh, wait, because I will need my mana at some point. They are at 14, so I can just play Whiz and play Grapeshot. Where is my. Oh, Grapeshot, your face. Turn 3, huh? Both players won on turn 3 this game. This is funny because now this starts the. If I keep a 7 on the play, you are incentivized to try to go off on turn 2, but maybe my hand doesn't actually combo. So interesting. That's so interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's see now. So what a league, huh? Blue Black Mill, which is not the most tier deck. Maybe it is after Modern Horizon 3 because maybe it matches great versus the other decks. I don't know. Jaumoth, we won that, fine. Then Samrolf, that didn't want to leak their deck. I hope it's awesome and I hope they really recrush the PT. And then the Mirror. What a league. Okay, I have a Jegantha, the Wellspring. Oof. This hand doesn't go off on turn 2 or 3 or 4 or other one. So we're mulliganing. This hand is fine, not great. In Arena of Glory. We cannot try to go off on turn 2 with this hand. Well, that's quite interesting. The thing is, with Orim's Chant, since we are playing through Whis nowadays, you can wait for your opponent to really, really waste all of their resources. And then you just chant them. Yeah, they have the medallion. So I don't know which is the best point to. Also, you can Orim's Chant to protect you from counter spells, right? That's another reason to have Orim's Chant in your deck. Because it says target player can. It's a silence, right? It's a beta silence. Traditionally, in combo decks, silence has been used to stop your opponent from doing things. Not only to stop your opponent from countering your stuff, not only to stop your opponent from comboing, like we are going to attempt to do. Our hand is not great. They are going to play a Ral and a Sacred Foundry, most likely. Okay. I think we are just going to be patient and try to get them with our enchant. Maybe the best. Oh. Okay. Can play Medallion plus Ral. Setup. They only have 3 cards left in hand. One of them is a Past in Flames, that sucks. But I think we are doing fine right now. Okay, Ral. And Glimpse. Yeah, I think we just wait. Reckless, Medallion. And another Glimpse from hand. Which is a choice. Because the Glimpse is going to be there next turn. But they cannot assume we are winning next turn. They are going to Orange Chant us now? We will Orange Chant in response, of course. But. No, they do not have white mana right now. Sure. If they attempt to -8 roll, says this turn too. They're not finding mana. Wow, that's impressive. So Orim's Chant, Seek the Beast cards are only this turn. It's interesting to me that they are choosing to play those first rather than the Reckless Impulse that let you play cards next turn. They are hitting very bad cards, basically. Oh, they found a ritual. So they can keep going on. Okay. Ral, it's in the house. What? They're Reckless Impulsing. Sure. They have no more mana? Yeah, they have two red, sorry. And two Manamorphoses. I do not know which is the best point to Orim's Chant, to be honest. Probably in response to their own Orim's Chant or to the Walls -8. The thing is, if they have to cast a Wish to win, maybe we just Orim's Chant in response to the Wish. And that could do it. Also, if they go for green here and play 2 Questing Druids, that would be insanely powerful. Nope, they don't want to. You have 2 cards in hand, the Roll with 11 counters and a Reckless Impulse. They're playing another Roll. One card in. Everything I said, but minus 1 card in hand. They're casting the Wish now. That's very smart. Now I have to respond with Orim's Chant. And they can just wait until next turn for their Roll. I do not think we can win next turn. We don't have a hand that wins next turn. Okay, that was very patiently played with the Roll. They did the same last game. And that was very smart, I think, of them. Had they gone directly Rolls -8, that could have been a problem for them. I need a ritual for starters. Wish doesn't do it. We need several rituals on top of our deck. Okay, they plus the roll and pass it on. Yeah. I'm not winning from here. Okay, let's do our best, but we're not winning. And they are winning next turn, sure. Their hand was so much better than ours. Maybe I should have Orim's Chant just as the beginning. So it would have been easier for us. -8 the roll and they exile a bunch of cards that they can play, including another Wish and Wrenn results and Birgi. Wow, Birgi is interesting. And we cannot win, but I want them to kill me. Show me that you know what to do. It's not very hard. Just play spells and kill your opponent. Why are the royal spells in the actual exile zone while these are in the exile zone that can be played? That's a bit chaotic. This is my exile zone. Yeah, that's a bit chaotic. Oh, they brought in the static prison. Makes sense, I guess. And they're just going to find a Past in Flames, and that should do it. With Past in Flames, I will concede. Oh, they have several Past in Flames here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, enough. Okay, so we lost the mirror because we lost the die roll on game 1, and here we didn't have such a great hand. It was fine. This deck is so powerful. Wow, hope you liked it. I'm going to explore modern further, so let me know which decks you want me to play in the comments down below. Bye.